All right, question number 13. Which of the following expression, what is the value of the following expression when x is -9 and y is -2 and z is 3? Okay, so here's my expression. Again, all about evaluating, substituting in my numbers in for these letters. So if I substitute in, I'm literally going to start writing x, oh, that's -9, minus z, oh, that's 3, divided by -y. Okay, well, that's -2. Well, it's actually -2. Interesting. What are we going to do about that? Okay, we'll start with the numerator. In our calculator, just going to do that numerator. Numerator is -12. What is -y? If y is -2, what's -y? It's like the opposite. So instead of -2, I'm just going to write 2. But again, if you put that in your calculator, it would work out as well. So -2 is just 2. When I do this division, I'm going to get -6, which is choice A. Alright, number 14. Which of the following has the greatest value? Again, greatest value. I want the highest number. Oh, this time I'm given just numbers to plug in. So in my calculator, I'm just going to plug these in. Nice and carefully, because each one has slightly different signs. Some are minus, some are minus negative, some are negatives minus. So be careful. If you plug these in the calculator, you should get -4. You should get +14. This one will get you -14. And this one will get you 4. Now, if you're telling me you got an answer that's a little different from here, then just plug it back in your calculator real carefully and make sure you get it. Alright, which one's the highest? Well, 4 and -4, nope, those are out. And I have -14 and +14. +14 will be the highest number. So number 14, final answer, G. Find the sum below. This is easy, especially if you have your calculator. I'm just going to jam this right in your calculator. You should get -2 and 3/4. Again, double check your answer. Make sure you're typing it in your calculator correctly. Alright, next one says, what is the area in square inches of a rectangle? Alright, area is a clue word here. Area is a formula that you learned last year. So let's see if we can remember it. Here's my shape. It only has 2 dimensions. Again, it's a 2-dimensional shape. It's flat. It has a and a. And just knowing what those 2 dimensions are called will help you remember the formula. Area in square inches. Area is length times width. Hope you remembered that formula. So now I'm just going to take the 2 numbers and I'm going to multiply them. Area is length times width. And again, because multiplication is commutative, it doesn't really matter which order I multiply them in. I could multiply 3 and 2/5 times 2 and 1/4 also. But they will get me the same answer. Your final answer should be 7 and 13/20, which is choice H. Again, double check. Final answer for 16, choice H. Next one, which one has the following, which of the following has the greatest value? Again, man, a lot of questions like this. Okay, well, some of them are decimals and some of them are fractions. It's probably going to be helpful, I think, to change them all into decimals. So what we're going to do here, what's the absolute value of 4 and 4/10? That's just 4 and 4/10. The absolute value of -4 and 28/100? That's 4 and 28/100. Alright, I'm going to change this into a decimal before I start taking the absolute value. So in my calculator, I'm going to do -4 and 3/5, second fraction decimal button. Excuse me for my coughing. So I'm going to really be taking the absolute value of -4 and 6/10, which is just 4 and 6/10. This guy, 9/2. I can just divide 9 divided by 2. And I'm going to get 4.5. But again, this one's a little tricky because the absolute value is around the 4.5 and the negative sign is out in front. That equals -4.5. Now, which one has the highest value? What I would do is I would line them all up vertically. Notice I added a couple zeros in here to help me even out my lined up decimals. Well, I can automatically cross out one choice because that negative number is not going to be the greatest value. And now by comparing each column, I can stop right here and see, 6 is bigger than 2 and 4. So that's going to be my final answer. That one has the greatest value, 4 6/10.